When you're evaluating a defense is how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get per game? And how about last week's game? That number, 6. Absolutely phenomenal performance. They were on top of their game right from the first snap.
Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. Picked off by Cameron Curl. And he will bring this one back. It is a pick 6 for a Washington touchdown. And this defense looking like they have come to play the pick 6, and just like that, it's 13-0 early on.
Well, go back with me to our training camp visit. What do we hear during these drills? Pass. Ball's in the air.
And then my favorite.
Oski, that's the interception. That means everybody finds someone to block them legally, stay on your feet, and they get it done. Touchdown.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they just had that pick 6. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle. You know, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there. It's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Yeah, we'll see if they can do it here. In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. That's complete to John Ross. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 26 big yards on that one. It's another first down. Going for it all. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Evan Ingram was the intended target, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
2nd and 10. Again, it's Watson. They'll roll him out right. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Lindsey. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Another good completion on the drive as the Giants have a first down. Lindsey. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. Off of play action, it's Watson. Rolling to his right. And it's caught. Touchdown. Taysom Hill, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Giants able to get this back within a touchdown. Good bounce-back drive right there through the pick on drive number 1. Drive number 2 leads them right down the field into the end zone.
Agree totally. Excellent bounce back, tremendous poise, confidence never lost, and obviously he transmitted that to his teammates as well. What a really nice drive.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they were winners in the season opener Sunday. Now they get the quick turnaround game here on Thursday night. But, CD, you say this is an ideal setup for them. Why?
Well, it's just the way the schedule lines up because everyone's got to play a Thursday game, and that's because of competitive balance. So, let's face it, would you rather play week 2 when you're still relatively fresh and excited about the season? Or week 15 when you've had a season's worth of bumps and bruises to factor in, and who knows what your record might be at that time as well.
Now here's a throw that's complete and brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. They give him 16 yards there, and it's a Washington first down. Fitzpatrick going to give to Gibson. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. They'll try the left side with Gibson, and he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
First down, Fitzpatrick. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in. He couldn't get the hook up there that time with Thomas, but it's going to be 2nd down. From the gun, Fitzpatrick. He completes this one to Terry McLaurin. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 20-yard line. A really nice gain of 25 yards. On 1st and 10, it's Gibson. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 41 yards rushing for him now. He's only carried the ball 4 times. They'll run with Gibson. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Remember, he scored already in this first quarter, and he's really trying to get off to a hot start. But on that last play, the defense had a little cool breeze back his way and said, not that time.
On 2nd and goal, Fitzpatrick to the right side and complete to Thomas. Touchdown, Washington. Logan Thomas from 10 yards out. And Washington going to add on to their lead. So this offensive unit, yeah, they were solid in the opening week victory, and now they are looking just as sharp here in week 2.
And that's exactly what you want, too, because you want to get better each and every week and really ramp up as the season goes on. I know it's still early in the season and a lot can happen, but this offense, they look like they're going to be fun to watch each and every time out.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Well, they come off a victory over the weekend, but now the quick turnaround here for this Thursday night game. How does that affect how teams like this approach these short turnarounds?
Well, wins and losses always factor into, how you're getting ready for the next game. But equally as important when you have the short turnaround, what is your injury situation? Are you losing key guys? And if so, how well have the backups prepared for this? Because you don't have much time to get them ready. They have to be ready before this week in order to play well in this game.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
The cornerback, it's Logan Ryan who brings him down. A pretty wild first quarter. 21-7, our score. To throw, Fitzpatrick. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. Antonio Gibson, the intended target. But now it'll be 3rd down.
Well, they certainly did a nice job there, picking him up out of the backfield and then running stride for stride with him. That's good coverage, and it led to an incompletion.
On 3rd down, Fitzpatrick. Thomas brings it in. Touchdown! Logan Thomas with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And Washington able to stretch that lead out even further. Hopkins with the extra point, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Washington kick team back out there now as they will send this one away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. 23 yards the pickup there. Watson off play action. Steps away. And now Watson throws another interception. Picked off by Troy Apke.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
They'll start on the ground with Gibson. And he's going to get this past the 50 and into Giant territory. Big Leonard Williams there on the stop.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. Dexter Lawrence able to get him for a loss of about 3. After the sack on first down, Fitzpatrick going down the middle, and it's complete. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. 23 yards on the play. Gibson. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal. Gibson again. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Antonio Gibson with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And Washington is able to stretch their lead. Extra point good by Hopkins. And a rout is on here in this first half. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, and what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Faking the give. Now Watson. He'll buy some time right. That'll be taken in there by Kenny Golladay. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25. Rush coming, and he's taken down. From the corner, it was Kendall Fuller with a sack. Throwing on 2nd and long. Watson being chased out left. Throwing deep for Golladay. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Now we'll play fake, and it's Watson. Flush to his right. Throwing deep for Galladay. And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. William Jackson with a pick. And he'll bring this all the way up to the 45-yard line. Well, Charles, he's thrown 5 picks in a game before, and right now, after that one, he's standing on number 4.
And right now, your defensive coordinator is asking the offensive coordinator, can you do anything to slow this down? Because my guys have to keep running back out on the field. So play calling may come into it a little bit, maybe run the ball a little bit more. But a lot of it depends on the scoreboard. They may have to keep throwing it.
On first down, right back to Gibson. And he will make his way back to where he started from, and that's all. As we will make our way to the 2-minute warning. On the tackle that time, Bruce Irvin. Here's 2nd and 10. Working out of the gun, Fitzpatrick. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 22-yard line. A good pick up there of 20 yards. Fitzpatrick on first down. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Ricky Seals-Jones, the intended receiver, and now it's 2nd down.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit him over the top, unsuccessfully.
And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. From the shotgun, it's Fitzpatrick sliding out of the pocket. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Well, the pass rush has been a real strength of late. They know how to get after the quarterback.
Absolutely. 4 sacks last week. That's their first one here. Anything in particular you've seen from them or on film?
I think that they're winning athletically up front, winning those one-on-one battles, but also when the offensive line wants to keep everyone in and mass protect, they know how to scheme their way back to the quarterback as well.
So the turnover leads to points as they add 3 there.
Yeah, what a sequence there, and a nice win for them. They forced the interception, put together a little drive, and then come away with 3 points. Nothing to it, partner. Just do it.
And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And with the score where it is, even though I think they'd love to get back to the locker room, they may be forced to try and get something out of this drive. That'll be caught. It's Toney. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. 36 yards on the play. On first down, Watson. They'll roll him out right. Now on the run, he'll throw it back deep over the middle. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. That is now 5 interceptions that he has thrown in this ball game. If I asked you to speculate what's possibly going on in his head, what would you say?
Well, if he's as mentally strong as I believe he is, he understands that not all these picks have been his fault. You know, some of the throws, yes, but have been a good number of them where he hasn't been helped by his own receivers, and they've turned into interceptions. So he knows if he keeps firing, perhaps good things can happen, not just in this game, but especially in later ones.
And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach! All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Giants set to get the football, and they trail here as we get back underway in the second half. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they have a mountainous deficit looming in front of them. It was really, Charles, a disaster of a first half. So where do they go from here?
Well, first thing they have to remember is that what's done is done, and there's no going back. And now you have to play this drive by drive. Obviously, come back in this spot. Pretty unlikely, but you still have to go out, take pride in your work, and try and put something together here in the second half.
On the move to his left. Completes it to Evan Ingram. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 25 yards that time. Here's Watson. Rolling to his right. And he'll get this into the hands of Hill, complete. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. Big gains in succession. Last one was over 20. This one over 30. Here's Watson. And this will be swung out for Lindsey. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's second down. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Phillip Lindsay. His third touchdown now on the year. And the Giants are able to draw a bit closer. Joe Judge has made his verdict. His guys will go for 2 here. And the Giants are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. And around the goal line, especially on two-point tries, sometimes the QB's best friend is that big target, the tight end.
I love how you described it because you know he's going to have some length and some catch radius as well as a big body to keep people away from the football.
And he will make it back to the 15, and that's it. Good coverage there by the kick team. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You could say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
They find some open field here. He's at the 30. Touchdown, Washington. The CD, I mean, there are touchdown runs, and then there are touchdown runs, and that one certainly fell into the latter category. That deserves a couple exclamation points.
And they've had little to no success stopping him on the ground all game long because that's his third touchdown of the game, and by far the best touchdown of the bunch. They came into this game knowing that they needed to rely on him, and the defense knew they needed to slow him down. Yet he's delivered in a big way, and he's been sensational.
And he covered a lot of ground on that one, as evidenced by the final total there on Next Gen Stats. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up. Yeah. Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
You think he might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. That's a 12-yard gain now on back-to-back plays. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Got the defense on their heels. 2 first downs in a row, and now a pickup of 8. There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 22-yard line. On first down, it's Watson. Rolling to his left. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. Watson now to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And the Giants are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line. That play gets him 6 yards and sets them up with a 1st and goal. They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. Throw left side, complete to Tony.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
3rd and goal, trying to make that scoreboard at least a little more respectable. From the gun, here's Watson. Flushed out right. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Deshaun Watson, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Giants are able to cut into this lead. Looking to maybe throw for it here, Watson. And they're going to get the 2-point conversion, caught in the end zone. And that cuts the lead a bit further. He hits the big target for the 2-point try. Defenses hate those guys, especially around the goal line.
It's hard to decide who you're going to put on him. Are you going to put a smaller corner on him? Are you going to put a safety who doesn't have maybe the same coverage skills? How about a linebacker? He may have the size, but he's not used to really covering in space. That's why the tight end gives you such a great advantage when you're throwing the football.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10. And he's got some space here. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 182 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. They'll run here with Gibson. And he'll take this one down to the 36. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier. Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him.
Looking for Thomas, but that's intercepted. Picked off by Keon Crossan. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
Then he will finally be taken down, but how about that play? It's a big one on the final act of the 3rd quarter. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone. Now it's Watson. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete. He was looking for John Ross that time. That'll bring up 2nd down. Throwing again is Watson. And now here is another interception. Picked up by Troy Apke. But to be frank, CD, this is getting tough to watch. I mean, you feel for him, but 6 interceptions, that's at a whole new level. It's not a good level.
It makes it tougher and tougher to come up with ways to try and support him. But you have to as a team because you can't just throw your quarterback aside. You're going to need him later on. But it reminds me of a time that a former defense coordinator of mine told me he was in a game where his quarterback threw 7 interceptions. So after the 6-1, one of the defensive players went to the quarterback and said, here's what you do. Throw the ball to the other team And let's see if our receivers can pick it off and turn it into a completion.
That's just mean. I don't know that I'd go down there and say that to him right now. Probably pretty fragile. Fitzpatrick from the gun on third down. And that ball incomplete, nearly intercepted. Took a chance with that one. It'll lead to a fourth down. Here's Tressway now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the fourth quarter. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Even though they were able to force the punt defensively, still a big hole to climb out of, especially at this late stage of the contest. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He'll get this one to Golladay. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards. Off of play action, it's Watson. Open man right side is Ingram. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 35 yards the gain there. Another first down as well. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the fourth, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime, upfield, you're making plays on the football.
And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down. Now Watson. A little check down to Lindsey. Touchdown, Giants! Phillip Lindsay with his second touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Giants have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. The Giant offense going to stay on the field as they'll go for 2. They'll try and throw for it. And he's brought down. So they're able to throw it in for the 2-point conversion. Sometimes that can be a risky play, but they got it.
Yeah, you always have to be careful here because if you do get it intercepted, it's returned by the defense. That's 2 points for them, but he identified an open target and put it right on him.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And, you know, they're still very much in the driver's seat, but this second half, this offense has not looked as crisp as the first half, and now with a touchdown that just happened against them, I don't know, things are a little more interesting right now.
And so often in games, we talk about a defense picking up for their offense. I think in this case, this offense needs to pick up for their defense. Let them get some rest on the sidelines now since they just gave up a score.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown, Washington. Adam Humphries, his second touchdown on the season. And Washington going to add on to their lead. Hopkins with the extra point, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Washington kick team back out there now as they will send this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. It doesn't matter where you...
And my goodness, another interception. William Jackson with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. A boost here to start the drive after the penalty. It's 1st and 5. Back to throw, Watson. And his throw's going to be incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. He had to absorb another little bump there from the defense, another incomplete pass. We've seen a lot of that tonight.
They've come after him all night long. Nothing but pressure in his face. He's trying to stand up there and make throws. It's hard enough to do when the pocket is clear. When you got all those people in front of you, almost impossible to have a good completion percentage.
From the gun on third, Watson eluding the pressure right. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Deshaun Watson, so multi-dimensional, able to scramble for the first.
Sometimes guys get locked into such a groove. What do we call it? The game's slowing down. They see everything happening almost in slow motion. They see the lanes develop. I feel like he's right there.
Well, and you want this from your leader, right? With this deficit, this stage of the game, second half, no quit in him.
Zero.
Now a first down throw, Watson. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Hill. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards. Watson on first down. Escaping the pressure right. And now here's another interception. Picked off by Troy Apke. And a